If I could go back and tell myself one thing as an aspiring filmmaker, I would say there is no rush to making your first feature. When I was younger, I was in such a rush to try and match somebody like Sam Raimi, who made The Evil Dead at the age of 18, that I went headlong into making a film that honestly is not really one of my best and not one that I'm 100% proud of. There are things that I like about it and things that I don't like about it at all, and I find it very difficult to watch today. In a sense, after A Fistful of Fingers, when I got my break into TV directing, it felt like getting a second chance. And it felt like I was actually going to start again and learn what I was actually doing. So after 8 years of directing TV comedy, I was getting Shaun of the Dead off the ground. And in a way, it felt like I was about to make my debut feature film again. I wasn't playing off my first feature at all. Nobody on Shaun of the Dead had even seen A Fistful of Fingers. To this day, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost still have never seen it. So it might be easy for me to say that I regret making A Fistful of Fingers, but that isn't quite true, as there is a very specific version of events in which making A Fistful of Fingers directly led to my eventual making of Shaun of the Dead. For example, having made A Fistful of Fingers, that led to working with David Walliams and Matt Lucas. They happened to know Simon Pegg, who I met through them, and then I would go on to make Asylum, a show with Simon Pegg and Jessica Hines, and that eventually led to Spaced. So without A Fistful of Fingers, I may never have met Simon Pegg in the same way, and we would never have made Shaun of the Dead. So I can't say that I want to go back and erase the experience of making Fistful of Fingers, because without it, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. Therefore, I'm glad I made that film, and the further I get away from it, the more affectionate I am about it.